Time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Giving what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some more job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy. I'm getting with a forgotten soul, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your balls. I got squat, I fold. I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she holding shit. Talk to close, I ain't stopping though. It's hip hop, you know, or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping down, no, my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' on. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you.
We are live with episode 43 of Nemesis, our Super Show, the last Super Show of the season. As now we are dead set on the road to Endgame after tonight. But tonight, we've got a title match, and well, we're starting things off with Cassie Clark, the former Nemesis Women's Champion, making her way down to the ring. She was involved in that sort of huge brouhaha, to put it bluntly, at the end of last week's episode. And I think she's here to make some comments on just that.
That's a very interesting way to put it, and quite frankly, I would agree. I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
Well, Cassie Clark was looking to get a title shot to open up tonight here on Nemesis, but I think we have a woman here who has something to say to the contrary. Scout McKenzie, the woman who recently just beat Jada King, doesn't seem to like this idea.
I mean, that's a huge announcement that Jada King just dropped right there. And hold on, it looks like Scout McKenzie wants to get the festivities started early, but so does Cassie Clark, choking her out with the Dragon Sleeper. These women are at each other's throats, and Endgame is still over a month away.
Was it Jade King make your way to the ring? Got a kendo stick! And she just took out Cassie Clark and Scout McKenzie with it. And with just one strike of that kendo stick, Jada King showing that she is not to be messed with. That she is champion for a reason. And that could very well be what we see at Endgame. Her standing tall over Cassie Clark, Scout McKenzie, and Selena Adams. But right now, Chris Edwards has asked for some time to come down to the ring. And from what I understand, he is sick of this whole backroom dealings, rivalry that's been going on, and he wants to put an end to it.
Chris Edwards is a man who wants to see himself standing at the top of the mountain here on Nemesis, and the people who have prevented him from doing that, the people who have been getting in his way, are the backroom dealings. He is out here today to let the world know just what he plans to do to get past the backroom dealings and up to where he sees himself, perhaps all the way to that lofty Twitch title. There's a lot that he could want, and now that, Cairo has been departed from Nemesis for the week, thanks to, of course, myself and Rodrigo Delgaiso. I've heard from Golden Mask that he's going to take a week recovering from, of course, the damage done to his arm. Chris Edwards certainly seems to have a lot less to worry about.
I mean, yeah, but he's down here for a reason, and I would not be surprised if he's planning on staying in this ring until he gets what he wants. And I mean, it would be in character for him. He seems to love stealing stuff from the show, hijacking the show whenever he can. He loves to have all the spotlight on him, does Chris Edwards.
My question is, would he be going for that if he had the knowledge that Cairo could have been there to stop him? Because right now, it feels like it's all his playground,
Absolutely. And
wait, hold on. It's Golden Mask.
Well, Chris Edwards has fought his way through different members of the backroom dealings. Now he must deal, apparently, with the head of the snake. And I'm getting something through my earpiece. I think we've got a match coming up, Jay.
I've gotten the same info. These two are going to be clashing in our first match of the night, and what could have been just another beatdown is looking to become something much more deadly. Golden Mask has an opportunity here to shut up Chris Edwards for good.
Absolutely, and we're seeing a referee coming over to Chris Edwards now, telling him he's got this match, that Tommy Hazard just sanctioned this. Golden Mask. Well, they call them backroom dealings for a reason. Has set up this match with Chris Edwards, and now, well, we're going to see if Golden Mask can get some revenge, not just for Cairo, not just for the backroom dealings, but for Bobby Slam as well.
And Chris Edwards is absolutely furious. He's not on your screens right now, but he is basically tearing his hair out. He's yelling at the referee, asking why this has been scheduled. Looks like he's got no choice now but to go one-on-one with Golden Mask.
Absolutely, and I mean, it's not too surprising that this match would get scheduled without Chris Edwards knowing. I mean, he's not necessarily earned a lot of appreciation and respect from people in the locker room, to say the least. Meanwhile, Golden Mask, I think, looking to punish the Nighthawk.
Starting off huge with that Michinoku driver and caught on the jaw with that spinning back elbow strike. Very intelligent offense there from Edwards, feinting him out and catching him with the point of the elbow. But Golden Mask is not done yet. One dragon screw straight into another. These two are working the legs.
I mean, yeah, they both use their legs for some seriously damaging offense, respectively, and it makes sense that both would go for that targeting, especially when you've got to look at the Shining knee strike as well as the Flashpoint Rocket Kick. But right now, Golden Mask not looking to punish the knees, but to drop the spine of Chris Edwards on the hardest part of the ring, that apron.
And now diving back into the ring, taunting Golden Mask almost. Oh, and Chris Edwards was looking to get the advantage, but Golden Mask was ready, catching him with a tornado DDT, planting crown of the head directly in the center of that Nemesis logo. And now catching him with the knee strike that sends him between the top and middle rope.
Just sending him crashing to the outside. And like I said, Golden Mask, he's not here necessarily to win, but to punish Chris Edwards in this match. As now Edwards sent to the corner. Huge knee strike to the chest by Golden Mask. And now alley-oop powerbomb.
And Chris Edwards right back on his feet. But hold on, he was too quick. Immediately with the Snapdragon suplex, the back of the neck planted on the logo.
He's got his target set. Shining knee strike. And that might just be knock out Edwards. No, Edwards still got some fight left.
He despises Golden Mask, maybe even more than he despises Cairo. He is working here to get the victory. But hold on, I don't think he wants it to happen. Immediately in to the moss-covered three-handled family Gradunza. Could this be the tap-out victory here for Golden Mask? Is is Chris Edwards going to submit?
And he was in there for a long time. We see him releasing the hold. But now, calling Chris Edwards to his feet. I think he's looking to plant this one firmly in the win column for backroom dealings. 24-karat slam, center of the ring. But Edwards somehow manages to get out.
He is not going to let just one 24-karat slam stop him. He is just too resilient and perhaps taunting Golden Mask with a knee strike of his own.
He might need 48 carats, but right now, Chris Edwards looking to drop him square on his head. Burner breaker.
Disgusting offense. Destroying, obliterating the vertebrae of Golden Mask and that leaping European uppercut, followed up by that inverted atomic drop and then a beautiful front power slam there.
Absolutely.
Chris Edwards is all kinds of fired up and is not done yet as he immediately flips forward with that spinning heel kick.
And that might just be it, but Chris Edwards not quite able to get the win off the spinning heel kick. He thought maybe that repeated combination would be enough, but now he extends to the top rope. And a beautiful shooting star press connecting, but not going for the cover. Instead, just looking to drag this out longer, continuing to wear down and punish Golden Mask.
It's not a combination that you see very often, the top rope shooting star press into the rear chin lock, but it certainly seems to be effective for Chris Edwards, as it seems to have worn down Golden Mask enough that he wants to go right for that Nightfall protocol, turning his lights out. It might be good night Golden Mask. Here is the referee gets the count of 2, but no, the shoulder is up.
Not just up, he shot that up. The arm of Golden Mask, almost like it's being fired out of a cannon, making sure that he stays in this match. But Chris Edwards, I think, more than happy to continue piling on the pain.
Now has him up. Oh, fireman's carry. Excellent offense there. But Chris Edwards too quick, immediately back to his feet. But the dragon screw leg whip from Golden Mask. And he's setting up again. He's going for that shining knee. Is it going to be enough to put Edwards away? Will it even connect? Oh, and Edwards caught right underneath the jaw.
And now hooking the leg to put down the Nighthawk for revenge. But revenge is not yet in the grasp of the Golden Mask. he is going to have to do a bit more to put him down for good as he sends him into the corner now. Turning him around. And what does he have in mind here? I think he's looking to set him up for something extra special, for something a bit of a CWL special, crashing to the outside.
What a huge, devastating suplex, absolutely leveling him there.
And we hear the crowd yelling, "This is awesome," and I frankly have to agree, these two men have been laying it all out here, and Chris Edwards getting laid out by that elbow strike, and I think Golden Mask calling for the end. The thumb across the throat means death, and it could mean something worse for Chris Edwards if Golden Mask has his way.
And now back in the ring once again, outspeeding Golden Mask. Could he do what he couldn't do before? I was going to say, and catch the advantage, but hold on, nailed him. Golden brick, leg across the back of the neck. This is a huge opportunity here for Golden Mask.
Now, looking for the second, the 48-carat slam. Into the cover, stacks him up, and Golden Mask claims revenge, and Golden Mask claims redemption for the backroom dealings. What a contest between these two men.
The winner of the match, the Golden Mask.
The Golden Mask with a golden victory. And now you've got to wonder, what is next? I mean, you talk about Chris Edwards climbing himself up for a Twitch title shot. Of course we know Golden Mask currently has his eyes set on Jacob Nitro. Those two have been extremely heated towards each other. But could we see a title shot in Golden Mask's future?
You know, with the run that he's had recently, it's certainly possible. Oh, hold on. But it looks like we're going to have a little bit of an announcement from Callie Kaplan before we can involve any more speculation on possible title opportunities. Perhaps that's what Callie's out here to claim for herself, although we do know that she's had quite a bit of a rivalry with Jesse Anderson as of late. Oh, and it looks like that her wish is going to be granted. Jessie Anderson perhaps coming out to lay a little bit of a beat down, but maybe she wants to say a few words first. Anything's possible with Jessie Anderson. She's been extremely
You said friends stick by each other. Then where was I when you guys fled? Oh, that's right. You didn't invite me. You thought of me as a threat to you guys. I was nothing but helpful and caring to them and to Jamie. And what they do? Push me out of their life and replace me with you. Callie, we were never and never will be friends. I'm here to prove myself as the best wrestler in the world, and I'm gonna take you off of my list and start to that. If it's so personal to you, then come and hit me.
Jessie Anderson has thrown down the gauntlet. She wants to fight right here, right now. But I don't think Callie Kaplan wants anything to do with it.
The conflict between those two cannot be contained. Their rivalry is growing and growing. It is becoming storied. It is becoming legendary. But already we have a legendary rivalry. John Spartacus and BMS, men who have been at each other's throats for what seems like years, and in fact has been years, but they find themselves on the same side of the ring tonight as they go up against the War Boys.
No comment on the War Boys. I hope Spartacus and BMS beat the brakes off of them.
The following tag team match is set for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 423 pounds, from Haas, the War Boys.
Last week we saw the true colors of not just Warboy Haas, but also Warboy Kron, as they cowardly attacked John Spartacus after his match like the pair of just hooligans that they are. And quite frankly, I don't know why General Manager Tommy Hazard, maybe he's too busy trying to start a fight over on Vindication, but I don't know why he doesn't fire these two for the transgressions they've had, not just against the Nemesis roster, but this business and this sport of professional wrestling.
And their opponents. First, weighing 280 pounds, from Rome, Italy, John Spartacus.
John Spartacus, just pure muscle. Now this man he's been considering, he's maybe even decided on the end of his CWL career coming up at Endgame. But in my opinion, he has a hell of a lot left in the tank, and he is going to show that here tonight against the War Boys. The pure power this man holds in his body, the potential energy coursing through him at all times. He is a dynamo. He is a legend. And he is going to show that once again, surprisingly, with BMS in his corner.
You know, you say he's a dynamo, he's a legend. I think above all that, he is a warrior. He is a man who will not fight, who will not fall until he has nothing left. And if Endgame is going to be his last match, I think he is going to give just as much of a performance there. But tonight, he needs to focus on the task at hand.
and his tag team partner, weighing 242 pounds, from Scarsdale, New York, BMS.
BMS making his way down to the ring. A man who always seems to have a trick up his sleeve. And, he says that he wanted this match to keep John Spartacus at 100%. He wanted to squash whatever rivalry the War Boys have decided to have with him. But I don't know if his motivations can be entirely trusted.
I mean, I've got to agree with you to some degree. I mean, BMS, someone who has been known to be a conniving, just slime ball of a human being. But his actions do seem noble in the sense of him wanting to make sure, like I said, if he is going to be facing the Spartan, if he's going to be facing the warrior that is John Spartacus, he wants to make sure he's going to be getting that full experience at Endgame. And speaking of warriors, John Spartacus, Warboy Crom starting this one off.
Now, got him up here, and just a pounding shot across the chest. I know that of the two War Boys, you much prefer Crom to Haas, and it is just a pleasure to see the two big men be the ones starting this off. What a powerful ripcord lariat there.
Well, I think Haas is the brains of this whole operation. I mean, Warboy Crom is a fantastic competitor in his own right, yet Haas keeps dragging him back to being a tag team wrestler when he could have gone for a singles title by now. And also, I think Warboy Crom didn't want to attack John Spartacus, but due to the peer pressure of that little conniving brat that is Warboy Haas, I think he was sort of forced into it. I think Warboy Crom is pure of heart, and I'm very upset that he is being forced to be a scapegoat for Haas's evil schemes.
I mean, look, it is definitely unfortunate, but what is even more unfortunate, perhaps, in your eyes, is that kick out that Crom was just able to get. Very intelligent there from BMS. He wrenched on the shoulders and then transitioned directly into the pinfall. Of course, shoulder strength is one of the most essential elements of escaping a pinfall. And now, hold on, getting that kick to the gut, picking him up, and just slamming him down in one fluid motion with the powerbomb.
As now sending him into the corner is Warboy Crom. I think making the tag out to Warboy Haas. And he connects with the knee and the Northern Lariat, dropping BMS. And now we get a chance to see Warboy Haas get what he deserves, as the rake of the eyes sets him up rather to be taken to the outside.
Toppled there, absolutely wrecked, and now followed up with that huge Hurricane Rana. Haas dives back inside and rolls out to break the count. He wants to make sure that he has enough time, as much time as possible, to dissect BMS on the outside, but he might not have the opportunity. Of course, as I say that, he's able to transition that Dragon Screw leg whip to get BMS onto the ground, but a huge back body drop reverses that situation.
Well, and yeah, of course he breaks up the count, because that little runt knows that he can't beat BMS in a technical wrestling match. So he's taking it to the outside, where he's used to living, out on just the dirty streets wherever War Boys live, and he's going to try to bring it to his territory and keep it out of BMS's wheelhouse.
Now BMS just constantly firing with these kicks to the arms, I should mention, nailing again and again, kick after kick, right onto the limbs of Haas. And these two are spending a lot of time on the outside. They're risking a countout.
They absolutely are risking a count out right now, and they need to be careful, because I certainly don't want to see this end in count out unless it's Warboy Haas getting count out. Then I would find that quite humorous, as now the Dragon Sleeper is locked in from BMS, just choking the life out of Haas.
And now, but Haas able to get it. These knee strikes right to the head.
I think we're at a count of 15 right now. These guys have got to be careful.
It looks like BMS sees his opportunity. He might get a countout win here.
I mean, he'd be down for it. 18, count of 18. Haas needs to get to his feet and get in the ring. 19. And it looks like it's going to be a count-out victory for BMS and John Spartacus here for the War Boys. One more for the good guys as BMS picks up the win for his team and now seemingly giving John Spartacus the...
The winners of the match, the team of John Spartacus, BMS.
Well, now that the War Boys are seemingly in the rearview mirror for both BMS and the Spartan, you've got to feel now they're both ready to train and prepare for Endgame. A match years in the making. As we see both men now getting ready to head out of the ring, and we're getting ready for our next contest. Wait a second here. BMS went for the attack from behind, but Spartacus was ready for it. Goes for the follow through. BMS rolls through.
BMS showing that he scouted John Spartacus' offense. He knows where he's coming from, but it seems that Spartacus has done the same for BMS, as BMS was not able to nail that Northern Lariat to the back of the head. These two have got a very firm eye on each other, and they have an immense knowledge of each other's skill sets.
Absolutely, and you've got to feel it's going to be chaos when we get to Endgame. But now we move on from that match to another match, a match where TJ Black, the current reigning, defending, undisputed Twitch champion, goes up against Jacob Nitro. And Nitro is someone who has not been able to keep his hands clean as of late, getting into brawls in the backstage area with Golden Mask. And we saw Golden Mask pick up a win earlier. Can Jacob Nitro do exactly the same?
Look, it's very possible. Jacob Nitro, of course, it'll be a tough shot for him, but perhaps he'll be able to get it done against TJ Black.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 215 pounds, from Salt Lake City, Utah, your Twitch champion, the loaded gun, TJ Black.
TJ Black, he has made himself synonymous with that Twitch title this season. I mean, I think he's spent more time this season with that Twitch title around his waist than he has without a title around his waist. He has been nigh unstoppable as champion, especially since he added that deadly sleeper hold to his arsenal. And you just know, if he locks that in here tonight, it's going to be over. But can Jacob Nitro find that sort of secret sauce that keeps him away from that sleeper hold and keeps him in this match? Because Nitro, I think, has every possibility of coming out of this with a win. It all comes down to, can he survive the onslaught of TJ Black, and can he make sure that that sleeper hold does not get locked in? That is what we have to watch out for here tonight, and that's what Jacob Nitro has to watch out for in that ring.
Absolutely. I mean, his offense with that sleeper hold cannot be undermined. It cannot be understated. It's been so deadly. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't believe anyone's broken out of it, and that seems to be the pattern going forward. It is going to be tough call. It's going to be a huge monumental effort for Jacob Nitro here if he wants to get the advantage over TJ Black, if he wants to win, if he wants to break out of that sleeper hold, much less win.
Yeah, no one at CWL has ever been able to break that sleeper hold. TJ Black, I mean, there's a reason he's held the Twitch title how he has this season. He has been, like I said, nigh unstoppable. But there have been cracks in the armor before, maybe Jacob Nitro could find that sweet spot here tonight.
And his opponent, representing Anarchy Inc., weighing 218 pounds, from Rahway, New Jersey, Jacob Nitro.
Jacob Nitro, of course, former tag team champion, now looking to get a little bit of singles action under his belt here against TJ Black. I hope he understands just how difficult this might be for him, but he's been on a tear recently. Outside of in-ring action, of course, a vicious beatdown of Golden Mask the other day. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that bloodlust will provide the motivation that he needs to get the win here over the reigning Twitch champion.
I mean, from what I understand, Jacob Nitro, the reason he committed that attack was because Golden Mask brought Jacob's family into it. And here's the thing. You don't bring up a man's family without expecting him to slap you in the mouth. And Jacob Nitro did a lot more than just slapping. And I think he right now is picturing Golden Mask across the ring from rather than TJ Black. Whether or not that's a good strategy is yet to be seen, but you've got to feel he's fighting with all his frustration here tonight.
TJ, of course, getting the early advantage here. Got the arm trapped, the leg hooked. But Jacob Nitro able to kick out even before the count of one.
And TJ just sort of looked annoyed there. I think he was hoping that this would just be a quick night at the office. He goes in, comes out, and it's over. I think it's almost like he sees this as a necessity that he has to wrestle here tonight. He doesn't want to. And I've got to wonder, maybe that could be his downfall, that he doesn't have that same drive as he used to.
Look, he's been unstoppable. He's been an absolute force to be reckoned with. And motivation isn't really the question. It's pure ability. And he certainly has it in spades, as he proves with that springboard tornado DDT.
But Nitro getting some good licks in himself there, especially with that kick to the back, as now the Hurricane Rana takes down TJ Black, but Black sweeping the legs. And I think he needs to realize he's in here with a fight with Jacob Nitro as he rains down the hammer fists, and now the elbow strikes just cutting up the forehead of Jacob Nitro.
And now going once again for the pinfall, trying to tire Jacob Nitro out even more before the count of one, but it does its job. He's forced to kick out.
As now, just from the deadlift, TJ Black, sit-out powerbomb.
Devastating offense there, and he's not done yet. Look at that, just a knee lift across the side of the head. He could be clean unconscious after that.
Oh, but Nitro able to keep fighting. Not knocked out just yet. Oh, but TJ Black gouging at the eyes, and the super kick when he couldn't even see it coming. But Nitro refusing to go down like that. Like I said, fighting with all of his rage and his anger that has been building up the past couple weeks. And he is going to unleash it all here tonight on TJ Black. He said it himself before this match to TJ that he's got some stuff he's got to work through, and I think he's working through it right now.
Of course, leapt over him, got that huge jawbreaker over the shoulder. And now following up with a shoulder charge. Very impressive, but kind of desperate offense here from Jacob Nitro. He definitely does not seem to be dominant in this match, although he does barely catch him on the shoulder with that enziguri.
And now, I think he's looking to put this away now. He's looking to hit his best shot to try and keep down the Twitch champion. The burnout connects as he hooks that outside leg, going into the cover. But TJ Black gets that shoulder, and Jacob Nitro, you see, almost at a loss for words that the burnout was not enough to keep down the Twitch champion.
And now, looks for an enziguri, not quite able to get it. TJ looks for a straight right, but Nitro follows right up with a chop, leaps up, catches him on the jaw with the single leg drop kick.
As now, the Jawbreaker into the Pyramid Scheme! The Pyramid Scheme is locked in! Tearing at that shoulder! Choking out Jacob Nitro! But Nitro just stacking him up and stacking the punches up.
Now following up. Oh, looking for the brainbuster, but TJ Black nails the knee to the head. And hold on. Oh, that's it. He's got the rear naked choke locked in.
The sleeper hold. No one escapes it. And TJ Black with the win. You've got to give it to Nitro. He was fighting to the bitter end. He had TJ Black on the ropes. But it just goes to show, he locks in that sleeper hold. It does not matter who you are. It is over. Well, TJ he threw down the gauntlet for Alex Perez, but he also just said he's going to Vindication with the Twitch channel. Can he do that? Is that even allowed? Well, I guess the challenge has been made, but is this true? If Alex Perez loses, if the Twitch title doesn't leave the hands of TJ Black by Endgame, Vindication's gonna hold the Twitch title. It's unprecedented. Is that even allowed? Can he even do that?
I don't know. I think we'll have to consult CWL management, but that is huge.
I mean, it absolutely is, and I'm still at a loss for words, and Zach Anderson is making his way out. That's the Kingsman locker room, and Alex Clark has just been laid out backstage, and he's supposed to have a match.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's supposed to have a match next. Dr. Wrestling Jr., is he going to be down a tag team partner?
I mean, we've seen this plenty of times this season, especially with my co-commentator here, that the idea of attacking someone backstage to turn a tag match into a handicap match, and I mean, Doc is going to fight like he's got with every bit of his being, but can he beat the Dreamboats 2-on-1? Is Alex Clark going to even be there for this match?
Look, you know, he's going to be a hell of a shot, but we don't even know if Alex Clark is out of this one. We're just going to have to wait and see.
The tag team match is set for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 430 pounds, Jake Eagle, Daddy Luscious, Matthew Ramirez, the American Dreamboats.
Now look, I of course have a little bit of a history with the American Dreamboats. They beat us in a non-sanctioned, it could be argued, some people would argue that it was sanctioned. Some people would say that it was completely legitimate CWL competition. The point is, they are a hell of a tag team, and they are here to make life miserable for the Kingsmen, and I can fully endorse that. Look, Alex Clark may not even be able to make it to the ring today, and if that's the case, you can be sure that the American Dreamboats are going to get the victory.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 364 pounds, Alex Clark, Dr. Wrestling Jr., Kingsman.
Well, looks like Alex Clark is going to be here and is ready for a fight. The only question is, he can't be 100%, but he's going to fight his heart out as only Alex Clark can.
They're going to give it their all. We know that Alex Clark cannot be at 100% right now. I'm very curious to see how that's going to impact their performance in this tag team match.
I mean, it's going to have to impact it in some way. I mean, you don't get beaten down by someone as sadistic as, you know, Zach Anderson and come out here and wrestle a match at 100%.
Starting this match off, we're going to have Alex Clark representing the Kingsmen going up against Jake Eagle. Not sure how good of a choice that is, considering how technically minded Jake Eagle is. He could certainly twist and turn Alex Clark in all kinds of ways. Starting off with that leg drop there, very devastating.
Absolutely, and I mean, this is how this all started, was Jake Eagle wanting a match against Alex Clark in the Kingsmen. And now this is how this match is starting, as Alex Clark fights his way out of it. But again, you've got to feel he can't be 100%, and that might just have been the game plan of the Fatal Vices all along. As now, Dr. Wrestling Jr. gets tagged in, and a big double back body drop.
Very impressive, but he's not done yet. Following up with that standing moonsault, extremely impressive, and the kind of classic athleticism that we're used to seeing from Dr. Wrestling Jr.
Yes, but now Eagle back in control here. And Jake Eagle, I mean, he is someone who's had a very up and down past couple of weeks. You've got to feel they would love a chance to win here tonight and possibly get in the contention for your current tag team title holders.
Well, of course, those current tag team title holders anticipate holding those titles for an extremely long time. So, no doubt it must be an honor to try to, get in position for an opportunity at those titles, but they are going to have to work their asses off if that's where they want to be. And now, Dr. Wrestling Jr. with the rear headlock there, the elbows being shot into the gut of the Dr. Jake Eagle fighting out of that headlock.
And now the straight punch to the head. Eagle grabbing Dr. Wrestling Jr., just sending him into that barricade. That's all steel, ladies and gentlemen. There's a little tarp over it, but it's all just metal and awful underneath. And Dr. Wrestling Jr., he might want to go to Dentist Wrestling Jr. pretty soon if he wants to patch that up. As now gets slammed onto the barricade, this Eagle turning the favor.
Now, just smashing him against the unyielding steel of the steps here. And looking to toss him back into the ring, but instead decides to catch him in between the steps and the apron. The hardest part of the ring, of course, very, very dangerous to be catapulted onto that spot.
I mean, you think Jake Eagle versus Dr. Wrestling Jr., most people would anticipate it to be a technical masterclass. they would just have almost a mini street fight there on the outside. As now Alex Clark has got Jake Eagle by the scruff of the neck, but Eagle fighting his way out of it.
Oh, hold on. Caught with the point of the elbow. Looking for the high kick, but Jake Eagle fires back with a kick of his own. Looks for the drop kick. Clark swats it out of the way. Goes for the stomp. Eagle rolls. These two are striking the hell out of each other. And now it looks like finally Clark has gotten the advantage with that strike combination. Tosses him right into the feet of Dr. Wrestling Jr. and nails him with the rear super kick right in the back of the head. This is incredible.
Yeah, that strike landing to the back of the dome piece of Jake Eagle, and now the running STO takes him to the ground. Just some old school wrestling maneuver there from Alex Clark as he sends Jake Eagle into the ring. And Jake Eagle makes the tag to Matthew Ramirez, who's been extremely impressive as of late. Big jumping knee strike takes him down to the mat. And now armbar looking to transition into the leg lock. Does Ramirez, looking to get a submission victory. But Alex Clark able to escape. Matthew Ramirez maybe not as much of a technical master as Jake Eagle is.
But certainly capitalizing on the work that was already done by his tag team partner. But hold on. Alex Clark not done yet. Catches him and folds him in half with that final destination.
I don't think that's going to be the final shot fired from Alex Clark here as he locks in that Dragon Sleeper, trying to get the submission victory.
I don't know. I think Matthew Ramirez is a little too fresh. He's able to roll out of it and hit that kick right to the back. But he's got to be quick if he wants to get the drop on Alex Clark. Alex Clark is all fired up. He's got all that adrenaline pumping through him. Leaps up, forearm right across the jaw.
That blackout not enough to put down Matthew Ramirez. And that forearm not enough either.
Taking a moment to breathe, contemplate his next move.
And now they're spilling back to the outside. I think Alex Clark almost wanting to prove, he's got something to prove here to Zach Anderson. Okay, you want to attack me backstage? I'm going to attack your friends the outside of the ring. I'm going to do even more damage than I normally would. And it's all your fault. As now Matthew Ramirez trying to lift up Alex Clark, though. This strategy, a double-edged sword.
Oh, hold on. He's got him hooked here. Turns it around. Oh, what a neck breaker off the apron. Right onto the concrete of the outside.
That assisted heat of the moment neck breaker to Alex Clark. But Clark fighting through the pain, the adrenaline coursing through him. And he has got to be thinking, he's got to be looking for a big shot here to put down Matthew Ramirez. As he just slams him face first into that turnbuckle. I mean, he's meant to be so pretty, but now the face might have just been rearranged.
Of course, speaking of, Dr. Wrestling Jr.'s associates, Dr. Plastic Surgeon Jr. might have a new client after tonight. Fireman's carry, beautiful there.
Doctors?
Are they doctors?
I guess
yes, they are.
I mean, I guess, yeah, it is surgery.
Yeah.
And now we see Dr. Plastic Jr., I think he's seen enough of this just back and forth on the outside. And I think he wants to bring it to the inside. But I don't think Alex Clark wants to do any such thing.
Keeping him on the outside here, perhaps looking for once again, just smashing the face against the apron. He is not done, just again and again, brutalizing him here.
And now just setting him face first into that turnbuckle does Alex Clark.
After the count of 16, we were very close to seeing once again another count out on this very show.
And another tag match, as now the crossbody connects that big splash to Jake Eagle.
I don't know if I've ever seen that transition before. That was incredible.
It absolutely was, and Alex Clark immediately back to his feet, not wanting to stay down too long, but the teardrop suplex of Jake Eagle takes him down to the mat.
And now, great wrestling offense, great tag team wrestling offense there from Jake Eagle, cutting the ring in half, preventing a tag from happening. Alex Clark is desperate right now, but that huge arm drag is going to make it a lot harder for him to crawl over to Dr. Wrestling Jr.
As now walking in the Boston Tea Party. It's locked in. Referee's in perfect position. Alex Clark, the damage has been done. He is forced to tap out. And the American Dreamboats pick up a major win here tonight.
The winners of the match, Jake Eagle, Matthew Ramirez, the American Dreamboats.
And a huge victory there for the American Dreamboats, of course. They definitely capitalized on Alex Clark having the absolute crap kicked out of him before this match. But what a victory. A technical masterclass along with plenty of interference on the outside. Tremendous work from the Dreamboats there.
As now, we've got an openweight title match on our hands, Jay. And
I am extremely excited. Sheila versus Lady Britannia for the Openweight Championship. Tell me how you're feeling about this one.
I'm feeling pumped up as... Did you know, since Sarah Price, Nemesis has not won an openweight title match. Since Sarah Price held the title back in Season 3, they have not won an openweight title match. Tonight, Sheila is going to try and bring it home. But that's going to be easier said than done. Because Lady Britannia has shown to be as tough as they come. Although if I was a betting girl, if I was a betting babe, and I had to put money on someone from Nemesis being able to bring it home, to bring home the openweight title, I'd say Sheila would have one of the top odds, as she has been unstoppable as of late.
She's a monster. She's a beast. She's basically a Hulk. She is going to try to rip Lady Britannia apart, and it's going to be all she can do, Lady Britannia that is, to just survive, much less retain that Openweight Championship. She has got a hell of a task in front of her, and Sheila is going to put her through her paces. Now she just stalks her way to the ring, surveying the CWL landscape. The question has to be asked. What is the strategy that one has to take to stop a monster like Sheila? If I had to answer that question, I would say I would probably focus on the legs, try to take her down from the base. I wonder if Lady Britannia is going to embody that strategy, or perhaps just go for that high adrenaline, high impact offense that she loves to employ.
I mean, here's the thing though. Lady Britannia, her best shot is the Geordie driver. We've said it. It only takes one to end a match. But can she even hit it on someone the size of Sheila? I mean, that's a whole lot of woman to lift up onto your shoulders and then slam down. It's going to be quite the task for Sheila to do just that. Or for Lady Britannia to do just that, rather. Whereas Sheila, her best shot is that sort of crossface, standing crossface mover, that Cobra clutch. And we've seen that knockout Valkyrie twice in a row now. Could it get the knockout victory here tonight for Sheila over Lady Britannia and win her the openweight title?
I mean, look, it's certainly possible, but Lady Britannia is incredibly resilient. And I just like to take a moment to think about where the openweight title has been over the course of this season. I mean, it was only on Nemesis, only at the very beginning of Season 4. Aside from that, it has been a staple over on Vindication. Sheila has an opportunity here, not just to represent herself, but to represent Nemesis if she's able to claim that Openweight Championship from Lady Britannia. Lady Britannia celebrating on that turnbuckle. She's got that title around her waist. She is thrilled to be representing, to be holding that CWL gold around her waist in the middle of this ring. This is her first gold in CWL. It's a big deal.
Yeah, and like I said, it's up and since Sarah Price won that title, that Nemesis has won an Openweight Championship match. Tonight could break that streak.
The match is set for one fall, and is for the Openweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing 254 pounds, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Sheila. And your champion, weighing 120 pounds, from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, Lady Britannia.
You can see the hesitation on Lady Britannia's face. She's not sure about handing over that championship. She knows that of all of her matches in CWL, this might be the toughest, and her first title is on the line. It's a big ask for both of these women here tonight.
This is easily the biggest match of her career so far against the biggest opponent maybe she's ever faced in Sheila. And Sheila, it's a similar sentiment. This is her biggest shot yet. She does not want to let herself down here. And we've been seeing this new side of Sheila since the latter half of the Supremacy Cup, essentially. And it's been putting in work. It's been picking up big wins. But Britannia isn't scared. She drew that line in the sand. She wants Sheila to try and maim her. And I think Sheila is going to be more than happy to oblige. Ducks the lariat. Goes for a drop kick. Gets blocked. Big right hand. And now just the open hand palm strikes. She goozled Lady Britannia there and was just laying it in, but Britannia still fighting.
Paintbrushing her there, and now just grounded with the choke. Surprised the referee doesn't have anything to say about this, but Lady Britannia, considering her size disadvantage, she's got to get in any offense she can, and devastating stomp to the back of the arm.
I think given the last time there was a Nemesis title match here on a Nemesis title match, I think the referees are being a bit more lenient with their counts these days. They don't want another repeat of last time.
Absolutely, considering that I think they were certainly... the referee who did that was certainly in hot water after the incident itself. And now Sheila just pounding Lady Britannia with these strikes. Almost maybe perhaps rupturing a cheekbone.
Yeah, and we see Sheila getting herself fired up, just shoving her head into that turnbuckle as a way to start building her own rage. And Lady Britannia, to her credit, has been fighting, but she has not been able to stop the offense of Sheila.
Yeah, and that was a devastating move, just destroying the face of Lady Britannia with that running kick. And now she's able to lock in that Cobra Clutch. It could very well be the end of Lady Britannia's nascent title reign.
Yeah, as now gets shot off the ropes there. And I mean, Sheila has represented Nemesis well before when she got 2 eliminations at Battle Lines against Team Vindication, leading that team to victory. Now, she's looking to do Nemesis proud once again, but I don't think she cares about brand loyalty. I think she plans on sending a message by destroying Lady Britannia right now.
Well, Lady Britannia is looking to send a message of her own if she's able to win here. Never mind, looking for the Hurricane Rana transition into a devastating sit-out powerbomb. But if she wins, it would certainly be quite the message to all the bruvs and bruvettes.
As now, we see Lady Britannia making her way into the ring. Gets caught, though, with the bionic elbow off the top. And it's got to be asked, Jay. I mean, right now, oh, wait a second, never mind, there's no more questions to ask, as she has got in that Cobra Clutch, and she's out. We've got a new champion. We have got a new champion, and it is the She-Beast, Sheila. What a victory, and a dominant victory at that. Sheila proved here tonight that she is no one to mess with, and she has worked out any issues that she has in the ring, and she is just as dominant as we were expecting her to be when she came up here to Nemesis, and now she holds that openweight title.
The winner of the match and your new openweight champion, Sheila.
She's got that title over her shoulder, and this marks a new era for the Openweight Championship. Not only is it back on Nemesis, it is over the shoulder of one of the most dominant and terrifying women we have in all of CWL. We've got a lot of terrifying people. One of the most terrifying is the Battle for Supremacy winner, of course, Tora Khan, who will be partnering with Samuel Black here in the main event of Nemesis, defending the opportunity he got from winning the Battle for Supremacy against Connor Gates, who has Johnny Gemini in his corner.
This is an absolutely insane match because Tora Khan, he's putting up his shot for any title he wants at Endgame against Connor Gates. But here's the thing, neither man could be involved in the decision here tonight. Johnny Gemini could pin Samuel Black.
The following tag team match is the main event of Nemesis. Introducing first, weighing 210 pounds, from Dudley, England, Connor Gates.
And Connor Gates, the man who all season has just wanted his moment. He thought he got it when he won the world title, but then Chris Edwards stole it. He thought he got it when he got the title back from Chris Edwards, but then Alex Perez stole the shine, stole the headline by announcing his title bid at Battle Lines, and then he lost at Battle Lines. Now he has a chance to rewrite history.
And his tag team partner, weighing 205 pounds, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Johnny Gemini.
Now this man, there's a lot you can say about Johnny Gemini. He's charismatic, he's confident, he has what it takes inside and outside of the wrestling ring, and he was your runner-up in the Battle for Supremacy. That has gotta sting. But everyone is talking about Johnny Gemini. He just seems to be the next big thing. He just seems to be what's on the horizon. And a lot of people are throwing their support behind him. This could be his opportunity to prove those people right. If he wins, he's going to be able to get the metaphorical monkey off his back of Tora Khan, prove that Tora Khan throwing him out of the Battle for Supremacy was a fluke. Connor Gates, of course, will still be the one with the title opportunity, but who knows what the future could hold for Johnny Gemini if he gets the win here tonight.
And their opponents, weighing 318 pounds, from before time, Tora Khan.
Tora Khan, the beast that beat 29 other men to earn a shot for whatever title he wants. Perhaps letting his lust for glory get in the way of that accomplishment, as he has been put in this, he willingly has put himself in this idea of, if he loses tonight, he no longer gets a shot at Endgame. That's as clear as cut as it is, and if he does lose, he doesn't even have to be pinned. Like I said, Johnny Gemini could pin Samuel Black, and then Connor Gates gets the title shot at Endgame. Tora Khan does not need to be pinned or submitted to lose his championship opportunity, and you've got to feel, even though he is this beast, in the small back of his mind, that has to be a worry for him.
It's certainly possible, but it might not be overconfidence. It just might be this raw power from Tora Khan that we're unfamiliar with so far. We don't know that much about him.
and his tag team partner, Samuel Black.
Samuel Black, always ominous, always intimidating, beginning to make his way down to the ring under that shower of sparks. The Motor City Monster has got a hell of a score to settle here. He was also in those final few looking to win the battle for supremacy, and he seems to have buddied up with Toro Khan to a degree. Perhaps he's looking to kind of maneuver his way into a title picture that way.
I mean, and it could very be. They're allowed to challenge for any title, Jay. I mean, perhaps Toro Khan, and if he wins here tonight, he has promised Samuel Black a shot with him for the tag team titles.
I mean, that would certainly be something. I'm not going to go into how I feel about that right now, but that would certainly be an exciting way to use that opportunity. Of course, the first thing they'll have to do is win against Gates and Gemini here tonight, because that opportunity is very much on the line.
Absolutely, and you've got to feel Samuel Black, someone who has been constantly on the cusp, similar to Johnny Gemini. Similar to Johnny Gemini, this isn't about accomplishments, this isn't about accolades for him, this is about pride. This is about the fact that him and Johnny Gemini have essentially been going to war for months now, and Connor Gates and Toro Khan have now been dragged into it, and this has just become an all-out just war among four men.
And planting the knee there right across the face. Fireman's carry sends him onto his back. Toro Khan wrenching on the neck.
And yeah, these are the two people to watch, ladies and gentlemen, because this is where it sort of all started. I mean, Toro Khan put up his shot for a title after Connor Gates essentially challenged him for it and called him out. And Toro Khan did not want to be made a coward.
Yeah, very true. But I would say that one of the most interesting things so far is the tag team chemistry exhibited by Toro Khan and Samuel Black. It seems that they're working pretty well together, although Connor Gates, of course, an extremely capable singles competitor, was able to break out of that powerbomb attempt. But it cannot be understated just how effective Samuel Black and Toro Khan have been so far. They got that tag, they executed a brilliant bit of tag team offense, and then Samuel Black was able to take advantage of the weakened Connor Gates and break out of that rear headlock.
Absolutely. And I mean, just one of these guys is scary enough. I mean, they're massive, they're dangerous, and they're good. They're really good. But both of them together, I don't know. Maybe once they start getting tag team experience, like working together a lot more often, you've got to wonder if anyone could stop him.
You know, that's certainly one of the dangers of wrestling here in CWL, is that you're hard-pressed to find someone who is not incredibly good. And that is certainly the case here on the main event of Nemesis. We have got 4 just main event-worthy competitors. It is insane how good each of these guys are. And the only person who hasn't had the opportunity to pull their weight yet is Johnny Gemini. You got to feel that he is raring to go, and Connor Gates is going to give him that opportunity here. Going for the tag.
It's now lining up the shot here. Pops him up into a Samoan drop there. I was not expecting that.
Very creative offense there from Gates and Gemini, perhaps showing a little bit of their tag team chemistry off with each other, trying to perhaps intimidate Black and Toro Khan.
I mean, you've got to feel that Connor Gates, like I said, he's the one with the most to gain here in this match, and Johnny Gemini, again, like I said, he is the one with the most maybe to prove in this match, as he is the one who's had beef with both Toro Khan and Samuel Black for a while now, and you've got to feel that it's all coming to a head here tonight, and Johnny Gemini would love nothing more than to finally beat his demons and get a good friend of his a title shot at Endgame.
Very true. We know that Johnny Gemini and Connor Gates do have a very friendly relationship. But, you know, the question is, if Toro Khan and Samuel Black win right here, you know, they, as you said before, they could be going for these beautiful tag team titles, one of which is around my waist right now. What do you think their tag team name would be? I'm leaning towards Black Cats.
I mean, whatever it is, it would be a dangerous duo. A gruesome twosome these two would be. As you could just see, they are dangerous, they are deadly, and they are dismantling Johnny Gemini as we speak.
Yeah, these kicks look like they could be like evacuating his internal organs right out of his spine. And following up with that huge sidewalk slam, just planting him down, or swinging side slam, I should say, planting him down on the ground.
And Gemini knows that normally that's a call to the end for Samuel Black. He needs to put this one away. The adrenaline is coursing through him. He cannot afford to let Samuel Black get control of this huge lariat.
Oh, and I think we know what he's looking for here. He could very well be going for that Bane Claw. The Bane Claw locked in, just wrenching down on the face of Johnny Gemini, but Johnny Gemini with the huge kick to the gut, able to get out of it.
I think you saw Johnny Gemini caught the hand before it could enter the mandible of Johnny Gemini, and I think if that had got fully locked in, it's over. That's a dangerous nerve hold for him to be locked in, as Gemini now, what has he got in mind here? Super kick package pile driver! But Samuel Black is right back to his feet like it's nothing!
This man probably just lost an inch of height from that pile driver due to the fact that his spine is probably compressed, and he's right back on his feet. He's barely human.
I don't know if he is at this point. I mean, we know Torcon's some beast. Who knows if Samuel Black is even of the human species? As Connor Gates now looking to fight to get a spot on Endgame, but he has got two monstrous human beings blocking that path.
I was about to say, you know, he does call himself the Motor City Monster, and the amount of damage he's dishing out and able to take is certainly monstrous. But now, Torcon is back in, hooks him up, and a huge chokeslam backbreaker over the leg.
And that might just be enough to keep him down for good, but Connor Gates gets to his feet, denying Torcon victory, at least for the time being, as now he lifts him up and is sending him into enemy territory, but Connor Gates fighting with everything. He's got Twisted View connecting.
Nailing him right between those cat eyes, and now here we go. The count of two, but Torcon not put down yet.
No, and now Connor Gates looking to punch that ticket, looking to lift up Torcon and then bring him down into that code blend. And he hits it to go to endgame. If he just can make the cover, that is going to be enough as he hooks that leg. But Samuel Black taking out the referee and stopping the count.
Johnny Gemini coming in with that sling blade, though. If Connor Gates is able to keep up this offense, he might be able to put Torcon down in time before Black can recover. But Torcon back on his feet. It seems like he's realized just how dire his situation is.
As now the TNA kick connecting squarely to Torcon. Connor Gates on the upswing right now. Drop kick after drop kick connecting, but Torcon refuses to go down. Swinging neckbreaker finally drops the beast.
Beautiful neckbreaker hooking him there, and Samuel Black is recovered. However, another Twisted View connects, colliding with the face of Torcon, and then a knee drop.
A knee drop for good measure, but Torcon still fighting to his feet. As now he gets sent into the corner by Connor Gates. The lariat misses. Connor Gates still fighting the big overhand punch. As he got him set up on the ropes. And the big knee strike sends Torcon crumbling to the outside.
Very impressive, especially when you remember the huge size of Torcon. The man's built like a refrigerator.
And now,
oh my
Johnny
God.
Gemini looking to go up top here, but I think he saw Samuel Black looking to block his path. Samuel Black playing good defense right now for Torcon, giving Torcon a chance to get to his feet. But the big back body drop from Johnny Gemini sends him crashing to the outside.
And now he needs, he was looking for perhaps a big kick there. Perhaps that 36 chamber that he likes to employ, but he wasn't quick enough as Torcon is able to introduce his head to the apron, looks to catch him with the uppercut. Johnny Gemini too fast, looks for the knee strike. Torcon gets out of the way.
Went for the John Woo, but there was no one home as now the big overhand paw strikes to the face of Gemini.
Now has
And
him
now
here.
with this pump handle position, and just a simple but effective pump handle slam.
You'll love to see it. I love classic wrestling offense like that, even when it's done by a multi-dimensional space cat.
You know, when you put it like that, it doesn't seem like a simple pump handle slam anymore. It's got to be said. But we now see the butterfly suplex Samuel Black, and they have just been dismantling Johnny Gemini on the outside. And hey, a count out, a draw, means that, well, Connor Gates doesn't get the title shot.
That is very true. That's something that they've got to be really careful of. Johnny Gemini has got to start recovering. But just to reflect on some of the things that have been happening in this match, wrestling offense is wrestling offense, no matter who it's done by. I'm a fan of the traditional stuff. I love a good tag team match. I love a good rear headlock. And if that's what he's able to employ, that is going to be extremely effective in securing him that title opportunity. And now here we go. Another chokeslam backbreaker. Huge.
And now, gut wrench position, Tora Khan looking to continue to pile on the off. And another gut wrench suplex.
Twist him inside out.
And almost letting Gemini make the tag. Almost like he enjoys watching him trying to call the safety as Connor Gates now trying to bring this one back, but gets caught. Half true suplex. No, gets caught with the drop kick. And the forearm. Connor Gates is fired up. But here comes Samuel Black.
Looks for the lariat, and Connor Gates barely able to dodge out of the way. And hold on, this is a bad situation. Hooked up, Code Blood connects. Code Blood connects. Is he going to go for the pinfall? Tora Khan is not there to make this save. Could this be it? Is Connor Gates going to go to Endgame? Yes, he is.
Connor Gates has punched his ticket to the show of shows, to Endgame 4. And now he has a chance to reclaim the moment that should have been his. He has a chance to dream once again, and he has a chance for the spotlight to once more be firmly on him. Connor Gates has gotten back, and he is just one step away from the mountaintop. Connor Gates now. What a win.
The main event, Connor Gates, Johnny Gemini.
Connor Gates, Johnny Gemini. One man winning back his pride. Another man getting back his title shot. Connor Gates, Johnny Gemini, they stand tall. That's all we've got time for. We're bidding you a very farewell adieu on behalf of myself, Jay Scott, and CWL. We're out of time. We gotta go.